Hello, welcome to my channel. My name's Amanda and today I'll be taking you through my entire palette collection. So stay tuned and let's get into the video. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm probably going to try and take you through like brand by brand. And I'm going to start off with all my Tarte palettes. First is this Showstopper palette. As you can see, I've used it a lot. This was actually one of my first ever high-end palettes, especially from Tarte. I like it because of all like the real neutral warm shades I could use on an everyday basis. And then after I got that palette, I went and got this one. It's the Rainforest After Dark palette. Also a lot of pretty neutral colors. I mainly like this one because of like the cooler toned blush. But yeah, as you can see, I use this one a good amount too. And then I got this Make Believe in Yourself palette. I like this one because it was like really different and I was looking for some like really nice shimmer shades. It looks like that. And this highlighter I actually really liked. Like it was different. It wasn't like your usual warm tones. And then from Tarte, I also had this Tarte lip palette. Again, with the neutral tones. As you can see, there's a pattern. And I also have these two smaller palettes from Tarte that I got in like boxy charms. This is the Rainforest of the Sea Volume 3. And this one is Be You Naturally, I guess. I don't know. I don't really see the name on that one. But yeah, this came in my boxy charm as well. More neutral tones. I haven't used this one yet though. And this one as well. They're like neutrals, but they're like shimmer shades. Smelled really nice too. Smells like whipped cream or something. And I also have this large one that I actually got from Christmas from a friend. It's a nice big palette. I'm definitely gonna have fun playing with that one. What's this one called? Trying to find the name on this one. Looks like it's High Performance Naturals. It gives like a little, you also get in this little drawer underneath, you get like a lip gloss and a mascara. And then this is, oh, it's like another little palette to add some shadows on to take, I guess. Alright, so now moving on to all my BH palettes. And this next one is like one of the first palettes, like official palettes I had ever bought. And this is the BH Cosmetics and Carly Bible palette. You see, I used it a lot, especially that highlighter. I love that highlighter shade. This was like my go-to everyday palette when I first bought it. It's a huge mess, as you can see. But yeah, I haven't used it in a while, but this is it. And then I have this Bronze Paradise palette. It's real dirty because I use this one a lot as well. This has like neutral shades, but then it has that really nice blue one. And then I use the bronzer a ton of times. And I have this Glam Reflection palette. This, I think I got it for free when I had purchased some other BH products. And this like came with it. And it's also some really nice neutrals. Well, I haven't really gotten into it and like used it yet. And then I have this Daisy Marquez palette from BH as well. It comes with a little mirror. And then, as you can see, I kind of use the black one a lot. But it has all these really pretty colors. And I also have this BH Cosmetics and Missy Lynn palette. I haven't used this one too much, and I got it like a while ago. But it's all really nice colors. Like, it's something I go to like here and there. And I also have this Midnight City palette. Again, I haven't really used this one much. There is still a lot of pretty colors. And another one that I really love is this Love and London palette. More neutral shades, but you have some pop of color in there too with the blues and the purples and whatnot. Really nice shimmers. And this next one I really like, but I haven't really used it much yet. It's more like, I guess like summer colors or like going out. Or it's called Color Festival. So it's something you know, if you're going to like a festival and stuff. But see all the like really pretty colors in there. Since they're not every day, that's why I haven't used them. And then this next palette I have, I bought it for a purpose of using in my makeup kit to do like other people's makeup, but I haven't really gotten a chance to like get my full kit together yet, so I haven't really done that. But this is the palette. It is called Neutrals. There's a bunch of neutral shades and then blushes as well. Okay, so moving on to another one of my favorite brands for eyeshadow palettes is Anastasia. And the first one I ever got was actually the Norvina palette. I don't know why it took me so long to get their palettes. I guess I just wasn't interested at first. But then I saw this one and girl, I had to get this right away. Like the first thing that stuck out to me was this color right here called Soul. It's like a really pretty like periwinkle color. And I don't know, I had to have that thing. I don't know. But yeah, as you can see, I kind of use this one a lot too. I think when I was like going out and stuff like that. There's some like really nice neutral colors in here as long as shimmers too. But yeah. And then after I got that one, I ended up getting the Riviera palette when that came out. Also a lot of really nice colors in here for like summer. And then I also have the Anastasia Beverly Hills and Jackie Aina palette I recently got too. Really pretty colors, especially this one right here. It's like a green, but it has like a little bit of like a purple shimmer to it. It's like holographic and it's really cute. And then I have this Soft Glam palette. Also really pretty neutrals. I think I used this in my first video actually. And also I have the Subculture palette. Now I know like a few years ago when this first came out, there's a lot of controversy. Everyone was like either complaining about it or they said they loved it. When it first came out, I didn't even try to buy it because of all the like talk on the internet about it. So I actually got this maybe like 2 months ago to try out. I haven't used it too much yet, but as you can see, there's some really pretty colors in here. I think I tested it out once and there was kind of a lot of fallout, but I haven't really seen too many big problems with that yet, but I also haven't played with it that much, so we'll see. And then this isn't an eyeshadow palette, it's actually a highlighter palette from them, but it is the Moonchild Glow Kit. And what attracted to me this first for this was the name Moonchild, because I am a Cancer and we are ruled by the moon, so I am a Moonchild. And also I really like the really like unique pretty highlight colors in there. Like I wouldn't use this like every day, but if I'm going out and I want like a more unique look, I would definitely, you know, go for this palette with like all the purples and the greens and whites and whatnot. And then I went and got the ABH Norvina collection of volume 3 palette. Now there's 2 other palettes like this in this collection, but I wasn't really that like attracted to them. Like this was like the only one that really like stood out to me. And when you open it up, if I get it open, there's these really pretty bright colors and they're all super pigmented. All right, next we're moving over to Makeup Revolution, and the first palette I got from them is the Chilled with Cannabis Sativa in their Forever Flawless collection. I use this in my second video. As you can see, there's a bunch of nice greens in there and some neutral browns. And then I went and bought this next palette, but I haven't even like tried it yet. It's called the Forever Flawless Birds of Paradise. Again, a lot of really nice bright colors. I'll probably use this more in like the summertime if I even get to go anywhere, but hey. Now I'm moving on to my KKW palettes. I only have 2 palettes from her so far, but the first one I got was the KKW Mario palette, and the reason I got this one was because of this really beautiful blue shade that was going around on the internet for a while. Everyone was doing like such really pretty looks on them, so I was like, I need to get it. And then it has all these really nice neutral shades that complement it. And then after that, another palette from her that stood out to me was the So Fire palette. Just a really nice warm shades in there. Also something I'd probably use for like summertime. All right, now moving on to another brand I have a whole lot of palettes for. I mean, not a whole lot, but a lot. It's ColourPop. And I have this Dream Street Kathleen Lights and ColourPop collab palette. It has a lot of really pretty neutrals again and some color in there. Haven't used this one too much, but I like it just to collect, I guess. And then this one, which is really dirty on the outside right now, is the Yes Please palette. It's also a bunch of like really bright colors. I think I used this one a lot last summer. And then I have this Through My Eyes palette with I Love Sarah and ColourPop collab. A bunch of really cute colors, especially this emerald shade here that goes along with the packaging. And I have this Perception palette, which was a collab with Makeup Shayla. A bunch of really nice colors in there, really bold and shimmery. I use this one quite a lot too. And I also have this Mar palette. I got this, I think, last summer. It has like a really, like some really pretty like summer colors in there. It reminds me of like the ocean. I love the beach and the ocean, so. And then next I have this Honey palette. I only use this once. I really want to try and do more looks with it. Just, I don't know, when I put the yellow on, it feels like I look like I'm sick. So yeah, I gotta like kind of figure out how to incorporate those colors together. And then, of course, I have my Going Coconuts palette. I really love this palette. Also, as you can guess, all the really nice neutral shades that I could wear on like an everyday basis. And that's it for my ColourPop palettes. All right, now getting into my Morphe palettes. The first one is this Nature Glow 350 palette. And I use this one in my Orange Glow tutorial with all the really nice orangey shades and all the really nice neutrals. And then I also have my Dare to Create palette, which I got, I think, maybe like 2 years ago. And this is the one I had kept in my makeup case to do other people's makeup with, which I still haven't really done. The only person I really used it on was my sister so far. But I've used this one quite a few times as well, like on myself. And it's just like a really nice variety of colors in there. And I'm getting eyeshadow all over my table. All right, now I have 2 Alamar palettes, which I had received both from my BoxyCharm. The first one is actually a blush palette, and this is my Alamar Color Trio. And this is all like blushes. Really pretty, especially like the peachy one. I love peach blushes, so this is like my go-to blush palette. And then I have this Alamar Reina del Caribe eyeshadow palette, volume 1. This I think I got like last June. It has some really pretty like island looking colors. Another summer palette for me. Right now I have 2 Juvia's Place palettes. First one I have is this, what's this one called? The Saharan Blush Volume 2 palette. A bunch of really pretty blushes in there. I don't really use too many of them as blushes. Maybe like that one and like this one sometimes, and I'll use maybe that one as a contour. But a lot of them are like pretty dark for my complexion, so I might go in and use them maybe as eyeshadow too, or like I'll mix them up. But they're really pretty colors. And then I have this Zulu by Juvia's Place palette. Looks like that on the outside, and these really bright colors. Like I'd probably use these maybe if I was like maybe like Halloween or something, if I was trying to do some really crazy look, but not like an everyday thing. Like I haven't really used this yet. Like you probably see I use this color and that color like a little bit, like maybe once, but I think it's just pretty and like something really cute to have just in case. All right, now I have a couple Dose of Color palettes. This first one I got from Dose of Colors is this Desi and Katie Friendcation palette. It's just these really, really pretty like shimmer and neutral colors. I used this one and this one. I think when I did like this Halloween look like 2 years back, and they're really pretty. And then I have this cute little Baked Browns palette. I also use this as like everyday or like traveling because it's so small and compact, and it has these really nice like everyday shadows. All right, now I'm gonna move on to a couple of palettes that they kind of just buy themselves. Like I don't have any other palettes from these brands, and this is the first ever a high-end palette I had ever gotten. I actually got it on Amazon for like $15 when it's a lot more than that, and that's the Urban Decay Naked 2 palette. As you can see, I use this a whole lot because it's a bunch of like everyday neutral shades. And when I first got this on Amazon, my one friend was like, it can't be the real palette because how are you gonna get it for like $15? Well, bitch, I got it for $15. And when it came in, it was like the legit palette, so. And next, I have the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette I got a while ago. Another one of my favorites. It's a lot of cute peachy shades in there, along with some dark and neutral shades as well. And it smells like peaches, which is really nice. I actually like when my eyeshadows smell. Don't know why, I just like smelling things. But yeah, this is one of my all-time favorites as well. All right, now I have some Pure palettes I'm going to show you, and both of them I had purchased in BoxyCharms as well. And this is the Pure Midnight Masquerade palette. It comes with 6 eyeshadows and then some blush and highlighters. I think I used the blush and highlighters a few times, but I haven't really gotten a chance to get into the eyeshadow yet. Probably because I have so many palettes, so you know, how does one go through every single palette? And then I also have this Pure Festival one. More really pretty shades. I'm not really sure about these glitters too much. I'm like afraid they're gonna be like real glittery and like sparkly and just gonna fall off. Like look, it's kind of like powdery, but I don't know. One day I'll try it out and see how it goes. Right now I have some more random palettes I'm gonna get into, and the first one, which I love is this Huda Beauty Medium palette. It's just a bunch of really pretty like neutral, warm, everyday shades. And this is like also one of my like go-to palettes as well when I'm doing like an everyday glam look. And then another one of my favorites I bought for my birthday last year was the Lion King palette by Sir John and Luminous. And a bunch of really pretty colors, nice variety of neutrals and color in there. Absolute favorite. And I have my one and only Kylie Jenner palette in Blue Honey. Bunch of really nice shades in there too. I was really attracted to these like nice like turquoise shades in there. And then this next one I got from a friend actually for Christmas, I think. And it's this NYX Land of Lollies palette. Haven't really gotten too much into this one yet either because it's like really bright colors, but I definitely want to get into it one day when I'm like going out and just trying to do something crazy. Okay, now for a bunch of random like BoxyCharm palettes. Let's see, which one should I go into first? Alright, so first, this palette. This is like the first palette I got from BoxyCharm. However, I'm going to lift this and a lot of powder's going to fall out because when it arrived, it came like broken. And I had emailed them to have it replaced or for them to fix it or something, and they never got back to me. So I really haven't even touched this yet because as you can see, it's falling out everywhere and it's just a big mess. But this is the Crown Pro palette, and I have really dark eyeshadow all over me now. Right, and then I have this Pretty Vulgar Nightingale palette. I use this a few times. It's also a lot of really neutral shades in there, but they're more like cool tone neutrals. And then I have this Party Animal by Laura Lee palette. Haven't used this one yet too, only because like they're so neon and I haven't found like anywhere to wear them yet. Like there's probably like finger marks in here for me just like swatching them and like trying them out and stuff. And then I have my Violet Voss Essentials palette. Again, a bunch of really nice bright colors in there. Still haven't used it though. And I also have this Ace Beauty palette. Haven't really used this one either. I think like I dug into this one a little bit, but I haven't really got into it much yet. And then I have this Dominique Cosmetics Celestial Thunder palette. Really pretty colors in here too. This is one of my more recent palettes I got from BoxyCharm. Still haven't dug into it yet, probably because I never go anywhere again, but I will one day. And then I have this Butter London palette. A bunch of really cute colors in here too. I dug into it maybe once, so just to like try it out. And then I have this Fairy Tales palette by Storybooks Cosmetics. Still haven't gotten into this one yet either, but they are pretty cute colors. And then this next palette is the one I just got from my my last month's BoxyCharm, and this is Living in Color. Again, not a lot of really pretty colors in there, especially this blue. I really love that blue. Blue's one of my favorite colors. And moving on to the next one. I almost forgot this one BoxyCharm palette that I really love that I got more recently also. And it's this iconic London palette called Day to Slay. And again, with all the really pretty neutral colors in here. I've used this one quite a few times because I really like it. And that's it for the BoxyCharms now. Now I'm going to get into some like drugstore and like pretty like low end eyeshadow palettes. I have this one called Poster Child I got from Wet n Wild like years ago, like back when I was working at Harmon. This was one of my first really colorful drugstore palettes. And this is when I was like getting back into makeup, because I hadn't, like, after I had my son, I didn't really like play around with makeup too much. But this was like me practicing getting back into doing eyeshadow and whatnot. And then I have this Maybelline, the Nudes palette, which I also got a while ago, probably at Harmon when I worked there. And again, with the really nice neutral shades that I love. And I also have this Nude Intense palette from L'Oreal. It's a bunch of like really neutral and like cool tone and like purple colors. I use this one quite a lot too, along with my Maybelline one. And then these next two palettes, I haven't used it yet. I actually bought them for the purpose of putting them in my makeup kit. But I got them, I think I got this next one from Walmart. And this is the Profusions chocolate palette. Again, have not touched it yet, but a really nice variety of color in there. And then this next one I got at Marshall's. And this is the Color Co Wild Heat palette. Again, hasn't been touched because I was saving it for my my kit. But there's a lot of really pretty neutrals and like warm tones in there as well. Right now, finally, I have some face palettes I want to get into. And I have this Revolution Ultra Pro Glow Volume 2 palette. It's just a bunch of like shimmer blushes and highlighters. I used some powder. I got some powder up here a while ago. I gotta clean that off. And then I have my Sephora contouring palette. I love this palette because it's hard for me to find like contour and bronze shades that aren't so like orangey, and these are more cool tones, and I really like that. And then, what was it, like last year, I bought this Becca Chloe Malika palette. And it's just a bunch of like shimmery bronzers and highlighter and blush. Really cute. And then another BoxyCharm item actually is this Cover FX palette. It's called the Perfector Face Palette for light to medium skin, because I'm pasty. But again, a bunch of really nice blush and highlighters and whatnot. And then finally, I have this Makeup Revolution Pro HD palette. This I'd also gotten, I think this was at Walmart. Or no, I think this one I got at Marshall's also to like put into my kit. So it has not been touched or used like at all yet, but as you can see, some really nice blushes and bronze and contour shades. Alright, that is it for this video. I hope you all liked my palette collection. Not that much variety, but you know, it's something. So now just stay tuned for the next one, and don't forget to like and subscribe to see more. Bye!